Eric B's Daily Vlogs.
That's the corner, because this week we're going to do something different. We're going to talk about filming locations, only the exterior filming locations, in famous scenes in San Francisco. And the first one for this Monday, the Mrs. Doubtfire house. Let's get this started.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Welcome everyone, it's my daily vlog channel, Eric B's Daily Vlogs, Pacific Heights neighborhood. Yes, this week I have a whole agenda planned out. We're going to talk about exterior filming locations. Exterior meaning they only shot the films outside. So exterior filming locations in famous San Francisco movies. Some of them might not be as famous, but they did still do some filming. So the first one we're going to do is right there. Robin Williams made famous the Mrs. Doubtfire house. So let's go check this out. Let's go. Let's go. Filmed in 1993, before the death of Robin Williams of 2014. Starring Robin Williams, Sally Fields, and Pierce Brosnan. The exterior of this house was made famous because of the shots that they did on the front stairs and up and down Broadway. Pretty cool. This became a big tourist attraction after the movie was filmed here. And after the passing of Robin Williams, a lot of people flocked over here also to put some, RIP signs. There's a tree across the street that we're gonna head over in a minute. And we're gonna show you guys all the little RIP signs. The sidewalk at one point was covered with RIP signs as well, but owners of the house decided to remove that. It is a house, it is a functional living house. So they decided to remove that. They still kept the tree, but what happened to the trees, I'll show you guys, check this out. So the two trees right there, left and right, the whole trunk of the tree was covered with RIP signs. So the owners kept the ones on top. We'll go there in a minute. But they got rid of, or not got rid of, but they covered the ones that were on the trunk. Just because it was getting too much, people would come in here and they would carve on every anniversary Robin Williams had. They would carve, missing you, best wishes. So instead of taking the tree down, they decided to just cover it, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now in the movie, they rented this house out, and the owners of this house right here sued the filming company because when they left this house, the film company left this house, they left a whole lot of mess, and they left a whole lot of everything inside and outside the house. It's like they pretty much just upped and left. And this house, owner of this house, again, like I said, decided, you know what, that's not cool. So wanted to sue the company for what they did. And what they did was, again, they left a lot of junk. There was like animal feces. I guess they had like a big, I don't know what they did on the inside, but you can Google it and read it. But it's pretty crazy how they did that. But still, famous part of San Francisco, famous filming location in San Francisco. And they didn't even film one thing on the inside, not even one thing. In the movie, at the end of the movie, you see Robin Williams walking up. Hold on, big fire truck coming. Those guys get pretty loud. But at the end of the movie, they show Robin Williams going up the front of the stairs. He walks to the front of the door. He hears himself, Mrs. Doubtfire, playing on the TV. Then he walks in the house, turns left and looks at the TV. The whole interior part of the house wasn't even filmed here. Right there, you can see the front of the stairs of the house right there. That's where he walks up those brick stairs. And he walks to the door, knocks on the door. He's trying to get his kids. and he looks to the left. But as soon as they show this front scene of him standing at the door, as soon as he walks in and makes that left, it is not the interior of the house anymore, just the exterior part of the house. Now, for a lot of you guys who don't know what the movie Mrs. Doubtfire is about, shame on you for not knowing. But it's about a man, Robin Willams, who is a working man and is doing a lot of work, doing a lot of things, having a hard time spending time with his kids because his work is so crazy. And his wife, who played by Sally Fields, couldn't take it anymore, decides to divorce him. They go through this whole divorce. Well, kind of, I'd say it was a nasty divorce. She didn't want him to see his kids. She didn't want him at all till he got a job, till he stabled up. He didn't want him to see. She didn't want him to see his kids. So what does he do? She's looking for a nanny, and the only way he can see his kids is to pretend he's a nanny, and he creates this character, Mrs. Doubtfire. And of course, at the end of the movie, all crazy stuff happens, but happy ending. They don't get back together. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. They don't get back together, but he still got to see and hang out with his kids more often. And then the whole Mrs. Doubtfire thing started. So if you guys haven't seen it, I think you guys should go watch it. Go check it out. I mean, there's a lot of movies in San Francisco, especially in this Pacific Heights neighborhood, that made Pacific Heights, a landmark. Party of Five was filmed in this neighborhood as well. What else? There was Party of Five. There was a couple other movies that was filmed in the Pacific Heights neighborhood. But this house right here, this house on the corner of Steiner and Broadway, right there, made this area famous. And what I loved about the directors is they kind of made this whole thing politically correct. Not politically correct, but they made the scenes correct. So you see this bus coming up right now, right on cue. Perfect timing. So in the movie, there's a shot of Robin Williams dressed as Mrs. Doubtfire walking up a big hill to catch a bus. And he's actually walking down Broadway right there, Broadway Street. And then the bus stop is on the corner of Broadway, the other corner, the opposite corner. And he gets on the bus there. He's tired, he's pooped. And the bus driver says something to him, and he, of course he looks like a female, but all of a sudden it's a man talking. So the bus driver's like, what the heck? But yeah, they made the movies. Here's the bus coming again on this side, and it's gonna turn, go down that hill. So to me, that's pretty cool. I like that. I like how they made the movie part of San Francisco. And look at that view in the background. Every time they film something in San Francisco, we always, us San Franciscans, I'm pretty sure it's the same thing with New York, Los Angeles. You guys always try to think of what part of the city or what part of LA or New York that's in. And some movies, like this movie, they did do a lot of the exterior shot in San Francisco, which is cool. There's some movies where they make you think it's exterior shot. Like if you ever watch a TV show, Naps Bridges, they'll show you guys a scene where they're driving through Golden Gate Park, and then they make a quick left, I would say somewhere in the avenues, and next thing you know, they're in Embarcadero. So it's one of those things where it's like, that's not the scene. That is not what it is. That's not the movie. Or that's not the area that it's in. The owners of the house is just pulling in right there, so I'm trying to walk away from their property. They just pull in the garage, so I'm trying to walk away. But yes, whenever you watch a movie that's filmed in your city or filmed in your location, keep an eye on it. Pay attention. Like if they filmed the movie Venom in downtown San Francisco, Venom just kept going in circles and circles and circles. You'll see a big theater in the background or a big store, liquor store in the background, and then like 3 minutes into driving, they're there again. So it's one of those things you got to keep an eye on. It's pretty funny. I think it's funny. Nope, I stand corrected. It was the other house where the owners came in, not this house. Their garage is right here. But we're going to take a look at that tree, that little makeshift shrine that they did for Robin Williams. There used to be a bunch on the ground right here, but again, they got rid of that. But then if you look up there, you guys can see some of the writings are still there. Someone just recently came here. You see right there, it says 2020. But then the whole tree limb all around both trees. Like I said, it went all the way down here at one point, and the owners decided to cover it. But a tribute to Robin Willams. And this is still an area that people go to on this death anniversary to pay their respects to him. But again, also on this tree right here that we'll walk on. Not as much as the first tree, but there's still a lot of the RIP signs for Robin Willams. Now, I say this in all the vlogs that I do when I talk about filming locations, especially house filming locations. This is a private residence. Robin Willams or his family is not here. Please don't go knocking on the door asking if you can go see the inside, or asking if this was the real house for Mrs. Doubtfire. This is the real house. Go look at IMDb, go look at Google. Just don't bother the residents. You've been warned. Don't bother them. I can only imagine how many people actually tries to ring doorbells of houses when they know that certain person don't live there. The famous house on Broderick where they filmed Full House, or the exterior part of Full House. A lot of people used to ring the doorbell asking if Michelle Tanner or Uncle Jesse can come out. Come on, people. Get real. Are you serious? Come on. All right, one last look. The house that Robin Willams made famous in the movie Mrs. Doubtfire. How cool is that? And you can tell these cars are all slowing down. See how they slow down? The stop sign's all the way down there. They're all slowing down because they want to take a quick look at the house. 2640 Steiner Street, on the corner of Broadway and Steiner, Broadway and Steiner. Right in the corner, you'll find the Mrs. Doubtfire house. I like to call it the house that Robin Willams made famous. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today's vlog. A nice, quick, short adventure. Oh, I always thought, I gotta stop saying short. It's never a short adventure. A nice adventure here in the Pacific Heights neighborhood, showing you guys the house, the Mrs. Doubtfire house right there. Robin Willams made this house famous. The movie, the person Mrs. Doubtfire house made famous. This house will forever be known as the Mrs. Doubtfire house. Nothing else. If there's a Joe or Sally or whatever that lives in that house, it'll be forever known as the Mrs. Doubtfire house right there in the corner. So this whole week, we're gonna go out and about throughout San Francisco to show you guys famous exterior. So just the outside part of the house that we're going to show you. We're not going to show you guys inside parts of the house, just the outside parts of the house. I'm trying to find the sun here because my face is getting dark. So we're just going to show you guys the outside part of the house and not the inside part of the house, because a lot of the films that was made was never inside, always the exterior. Can't think of a movie or a TV show where they showed you guys the exterior and actually filmed the interior inside as well. I can't think of one. This is definitely not one of them. This is all exterior filmed, definitely. Thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Vlog 801 is now in the books. And keep going. The rest of the week, more filming locations here in San Francisco. Thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave me comments down below, just letting me know that you watched, or whatever. Thanks for watching, guys. Here in the Pacific Heights, right across the street from the Mrs. Doubtfire house, right there. Thanks for watching, guys. Vlog's ended. Go in peace.
Nanu! Nanu!
I know a lot of people wants this house to be a national landmark, but only a film was filmed in there. It's nothing for it to be a national landmark. Sorry, guys.
I made this.